Ignition sequence starts. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Liftoff. We have a liftoff.
Hey everybody, this is the Digital Asset Investor. You know, a lot of times during the day when I'm trying to put together my videos, I watch different shows, a lot of things like on Netflix or Amazon Prime. So what I'll do is I have some friends that are very into different series and give me some good ideas for shows to watch. And so my favorite, probably top 2 favorite shows ever, one was The Sopranos and one was Breaking Bad. And I would probably pick Breaking Bad out of the 2. Well, after Breaking Bad was over, they created a spinoff that's called Better Call Saul. And I avoided watching it. It's on Netflix. I avoided watching it because, you know, the main character, Walter White from Breaking Bad, had died off, or it appears he's died. And so when they created the spinoff Better Call Saul, which has the lawyer and a lot of the characters from Breaking Bad, I didn't start watching it. And then my friend told me, he said, look, you've got to watch it. It's very interesting because you'll see a background on a lot of those characters. So I started watching it last week and I'm totally hooked on it. So for those of you who, for the same reasons I did not watch it, you ought to go watch it. It's a great thing to get started on this weekend. I'm on season 2 right now, late in season 2, and it's really good. Okay, this is from Stephen D. Each country had their own currency as reserve currency for, on average, 94 years. USD has been around for 98 plus years, passing the average time. What will be the next global reserve currency? We're in the most interesting time. And he got this chart. I don't know where this is pulled from. It looks like maybe it was pulled from somebody's video. It says predominant currency status averages 94 years. Portugal 80, Spain 110, Holland 80, France 95, Great Britain 105 years, USA is it 98? Yeah, 98. Well, this is something that is a really big deal. This fact right here is a really big deal because I can't remember what the term for the idea that because something has never happened, it won't happen. But I think many Americans and just people in general are stuck in that kind of thinking. Because something's never happened, because your dollar has never collapsed, it won't ever collapse. Or because your dollar is the reserve currency, it will always be the reserve currency. I've talked a lot on this channel about how this is going, it's just a matter of time, because it's been this issue, the U.S. has abused the power of having the world's reserve currency. And so it's just a matter of time that we've got too much debt, they've printed too much money, it's a disaster. And so this will change. Now, in my opinion, the change will come and there will be a transition, and it will have to do with digital assets. But this is a very good illustration to let you know out there, people, that nothing lasts forever. This will change. Great Britain, I'm sure, didn't think that they would lose their status after 105 years, but they did. Okay. I was looking at my phone, sorry. Moving along, I wanted to show you this. The Ripple drop, this is the extended version of the Ripple drop that Ripple just tweeted out today. Go behind the scenes at Ripple Regionals, APAC in Bangkok with Ripple's Senior Events Associate Amy Hirth. And so go and watch this when you get a chance. It's very short, like 49 seconds. Next, this is, I didn't talk about this yet on this channel, but I need to. For those of you that didn't know it, Justin Sun from Tron, about, I think it was a week or 2 ago, he announced that he was going to give away a Tesla. And he had done a tweet, and it was one of those things where if you retweet the tweet, if you follow him and you retweet the tweet, that you would be eligible to win a Tesla. And I'm just telling you the way I understand how this all unfolded. Something happened where Justin Sun and them, they were going to video themselves using some kind of random picker through some program where it would randomly pick a winner of the Tesla. And they had apparently posted that video and then they pulled it down really quick. Well, during the video, it showed that random generated thing pick a winner. And then they came out and said that something had happened with the video and they picked someone else. Well, this is the guy, XRP_Uzgar. This is the guy who the video showed winning. Well, they came out and said they were going to give that Tesla to someone else. So this guy gets on, tweets out, he says, "Have I been scammed by Tron?" So it really snowballed on Justin Sun and Tron. And so it became a huge controversy really in the last, I think, 24 or 48 hours. And I was watching it, but I had not commented on it yet. He says and so he had tweeted out that they had basically screwed him over. And the whole everybody, not just the Tron community, but the crypto community was really getting upset. And so this is how the problem was eventually solved. And I think Justin Sun did the right thing here. He says, "Hi, this is the guy that thought he had been scammed. Just wanted to let you know you will be receiving a Tesla. This contest is all about celebrating the expansion of Tron and newly launched stablecoin USDT Tron, but moreover bringing awareness to the whole of blockchain industry. I hope your son will enjoy the new car. The team will get in touch with you for the details. Thanks for being a part of our community and believing in our mission." So he did the right thing here. I think he ended up giving away 2 Teslas because of this. But before I saw this, that was what I was going to talk about in a video. I was going to say on my video, and I was going to tweet out to Justin Sun that this is going to be really bad for you. You'd be better off to give away 2 Teslas. and he ended up doing the smart thing. And again, I mean, I see people all the time calling Justin Sun a scammer and all this. But, you know, how many of you out there would have given away the second Tesla? Many people, I mean, that's pretty impressive that he did that. But here's the other thing. I've been watching this guy a lot, and I see I see people talking about he's a scammer. I think that I truly believe that the guy may just be more of a mega marketer, and it comes across that way. That's my feeling, just putting all the puzzle pieces together. And I do own some Tron, but I just don't feel that way about the guy. Maybe sometimes he's overly aggressive with his marketing, and it makes him come off that way. But let's face it, there is a use case that he's about to launch with BitTorrent, and we'll see how that all comes about. But from what I can tell, there's nothing about that's a scam. All right, moving along. Bakkt put out a progress report today, and I was going to read a little bit of that to you, but I didn't have to because XRP Crypto Wolf, as he often does, has summarized it perfectly for us. Bakkt BTC futures contracts will be listed, cleared on CFTC regulated exchange and clearing infrastructure. ICE Futures US and ICE Clear US, where global markets transact. The price discovery in new physical delivery markets will contribute to building confidence in BTC prices. And then he says, and he's quoting from them, "While we're not able to provide a launch date, we're making solid progress in bringing the physical delivery price discovery contracts for BTC to the U.S., where price formation will occur in federally regulated transparent markets." And that's from Kelly Loeffler. So really, it's an update, but it's kind of a non-update because they're basically just telling you, yeah, we're working on it, but no date yet. We're not going to give you a date yet. That's okay. It's coming. All right. Next, I thought this was funny. This is from a guy tweeted this out, Emmanuel C. He says, "I still have a feeling Bob Way's sudden appearance in the space is all too coincidental. Why now? Something is fishy here, folks." And then this guy replies, "Just to throw this out there, BG has appeared has appeared back in Q1 of 2018 and then disappeared by roughly 6 months. Bob Way said he wasn't following XRP for 6 months, and he comes back in the next day that BG. He comes back on the next day that BG disappeared in 2019. Don't believe in coincidences when it comes to XRP. And then what's funny here, and the reason I read you all this is because what Bob Way says that's hilarious. Then again, you could just ask. But so he's sitting there watching the whole conversation. I thought that was pretty funny. Okay. Now this I thought rung true from what just adding up everything we've seen Bob Way say. What I've learned from Bob Way is that banks, this is from XRP Neo, at XRP_Anderson. What I've learned from Bob Way is that banks are just a bunch of followers. As soon as one big bank goes live with XRP, the rest will follow. It's just that nobody wants to be the first. But when somebody goes live, nobody wants to be left behind. This is not just, I'm talking to XRP Neo now. You're right. They are a bunch of followers, but it's not just the banks. It's the world. It's people in general. People do not want to be the first through the gate. As you and me and many of us, we've been made fun of, laughed at, told that we fell for a scam and this and that for years now. Since 2013, my friends laughed at me. They stopped laughing in 2017 and started asking how to invest. But this will happen on a much larger scale, not just with banks, but with people in general, with investors. I'm going to give you an example of that right now. This is from Mr. Michael Nye on Twitter. This is a Bitcoin guy, but it's the same premise. My dad just told me that he wants to sell my grandma's stocks to buy Bitcoin. He's been listening to my podcast and starting to get this shit is big. Let's effing go. All right. There are going to be thousands, if not millions of investors who have this same train of thought. And you and I were here first. We're waiting for them. They're going to be here. It's just a matter of when. And it's going to be sooner rather than later, in my opinion. But I thought that was interesting to show you. Here's another thing that's interesting from Crypto Dog. Now this guy's a big person on Twitter, 118,000 followers. So he sees something happening. Twitter interaction reaching levels not seen since last alt season. I could tweet a cake baking recipe and get 100 likes in this climate. There's something afoot, folks. There's something going on in this market. I'm telling you, I told you the other day, I showed you the other day, if you look at the 30-day and the 1 quarter performance of some of these digital assets, we're starting to see bear market green numbers like 20 to 100% returns in those time periods on some of them. Cardano today is up like 6 or 7%. Next, I thought this was a really good tweet from DM Logic that you all need to go look at. This might be the best tweet I've ever had. Comment what your height is. I realize since we don't know each other in person, we have a little context for what each other really look like. We have little context for what each other really look like. I'll start. I'm 5'8", and then I came in and told him I'm 6'3", but with my recent lower back problems, it's more like 6'2" right now. But you can go through this thread. It's kind of funny. You can go through this thread, and some of the people that you've interacted with, in many cases for months, you can see how tall they are. So DM Logic's 5'8". Jungle Inc. is 5'10". Let's get another. I find this was a funny one here. Big Skinny is 6'6", 300 pounds. I'm not laughing at anything about him in particular, other than that his name is the exact opposite of how huge the guy is. There's another one. XRP Darren is 6'2". Let's see if I recognize any others in this list. I just thought it was interesting after you talk, there's so many people, and I know this is going to happen one day. We're all going to be somewhere in a room or in a conference center somewhere, and everybody's going to finally see who we all are, and everybody is going to be like, wow, I didn't picture you this way. But yes, I'm 6'3", and I have dark brown hair, for those of you that are wondering. 6'3", dark brown hair, I'll give you that. Okay, finally, you all need to know that my Auburn Tigers, I went to Auburn University, will be playing probably for the first and last time in the history of the world in the NCAA tournament against the UNC Tar Heels. I'm sure it's going to be ugly for my Auburn Tigers, but we can only hope. I'm hoping that one or two guys do nothing but shoot three-pointers all night long, because I think that's what it's going to take in order to beat the Tar Heels. I'm the digital asset investor. I'm not an investment advisor. This is for entertainment purposes only. Please subscribe and hit the like button and tell your friends and family to watch Auburn play UNC tonight. Thanks for listening.